already shown up to this point is phenomenal, and to cap it off tonight with that performance, I think you're right. It's just gonna blow up next week. And it was a conversation that Charles and I had pre-fight, saying is Moses going to be ready for this? And I think Mr. Cole sitting next to me, you can definitely tell. Yes, the answer is yes. He's definitely ready for it. So next chapter.
Boxing King Media. Ben, I've got a question for you. You play your cards close to your chest normally. Can you tell us now what was the plan and what did you plan for Moses to execute that fight?
Yeah, we're not going to go into details on that, but as you see, he's very, very good at executing. I want to say a big shout out to Lee Wiley does a fantastic job every time, putting together a scouting report. Lost his mum recently while preparing, putting together the work, and big shout out to him for all the work that he does as well. Key part of the team.
Moses asked you this early in the week. Are you prepared for the stardom that's going to come your way now in the next 48 hours or so?
Man, I went back to the change room. I just saw my phone blow up. I was like, okay, cool. It's time to get a new number. Am I prepared for it? I don't know, but I don't think it's something that I can avoid. So
you might have to go online shopping.
Something like that. I've never been a person to focus on that. My goal is never to be a superstar or to sell out Wembley, or that's never been on my agenda. Me personally, I've been boxing since I was 9 years old. It's just something that I do. If I don't box, I feel out of place. I don't feel comfortable in myself. So I'm chasing that thing that I've always had as a little kid, and that's just to be a fighter, and everything else kind of falls into place, doesn't it?
Anyone with seconds out, question for Moses. You referenced in the pre-fight build-up that you felt that Whyte was as per the rules of... Sorry. You referenced that in the pre-fight build-up that you felt Whyte was as per the rules of power, maybe dressing as a sheep to catch the wolf off the back of that performance. You still feel that way?
I don't know because I wasn't really focusing on what Dillian Whyte was doing. I was just really kind of focusing on my game plan. So whether he was a sheep or a wolf, it doesn't matter, because I knew what I had to do, and I believe I executed it. Maybe first minute I kind of wasn't. I just had that pre-fight nerves or whatnot, but yeah, I don't think it really matters. But I do have uphold respect for Dillian. Obviously, he's been a big name and a big face in British boxing for the past 10 years, and it's crazy. Like, when I started boxing, Dillian Whyte was boxing Anthony Joshua for the British title, and 3 years ago I won my European Championship as an amateur, and Dillian Whyte just boxed Tyson Fury literally a week after when I came back. So the progression that I've had in these 3 years is phenomenal. Where can we go in the next 3 years is the question.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you mentioned before that your past opponents hadn't brought anything out of you other than your fighting instincts. Part of the Ben Davison MO is to game plan for scenarios and execute them in the ring. Was that a KO born from instincts or Ben Davison's scenarios?
Of course, like I got to give credit where credit's due. The Ben Davison Performance Centre definitely helped me out, like Ben has mentioned. Lee Wiley, Ben, it's been a big part of my career. All I can say is I'm grateful for that. Listen, I've been in training camp for over 14 weeks. Like, I may make it look easy, but definitely not. If you guys would have interviewed me 3-4 weeks ago, I would have been black. I would have had a black eye, I would have been bruised up. And I'm like that in training, so I look like this on fight night.
Yeah, not even 14 weeks to be honest. You prepared your whole life.
That's true.
What age did you start boxing?
9 years old, man.
There you go. So a lot of years of work been put into that.
The longest overnight success in history.
Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it.
Hopefully Moses end on something a bit more wholesome. Obviously everyone's talking about how grounded you are. I've had the privilege of meeting you, your father, your brothers, your family. How much did that play a part? Obviously you've got a great team, the panel, obviously Ben Davison and people like that are, you know, guiding you to the success that we're all witnessing. We're in Riyadh at the moment and you're seeing all of the UK media around here just for you. But how much does family play a part? Like, what do you fight for?
Of course. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I fight, but I do think the main reason is for me to be in touch with reality. That is probably the main reason, but obviously everybody plays a part, everybody plays a role, and although there's one man in the ring, there's a lot more behind it than what it looks like. So I do want to say a big thank you to everybody involved. Turkey Al Sheikh, Frank Warren, the coaching team, the management team. Like I said, I'm grateful, man. My dreams are coming true.
Amen. You know what? I spoke to Def Sani in the week. He was saying that British boxing needs some new world champions. You're the leader of the new school. Obviously, we've got Nick Ball. What is your message to young fighters who are looking up to you now? Just like young fighters like yourself at one point were looking up to Andy Joshua.
Message to them. Stay curious.
One more question and we're done. Are we done?
Just one last thing. I just want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Nike, Bet Niger, and Quetzal. You know, really appreciate your support, both and Chidwell Windows. So thank you very much, guys, for all your continued support, and thank you very much.